Okay, so we are recording. Um, okay, guys, so welcome to tonight's team call. Today is Monday, January 11th, 2016. It feels weird to say that because I was at work earlier today and I was still writing 2015 on papers and stuff, but it'll take a few weeks to adjust. So today I just want to go over a few announcements that are going on. You should already know about the announcements. Hopefully you're getting corporate's emails, and it's all over social media, on Carl Deichler's page, just stuff that's going on. If you're listening to the National Wake Up Call regularly, and if you're plugged in, you should know everything that's going on. But as a leader, I try to do my best and just to try to keep everyone up to date as a team. So even though not everyone's on tonight, I know that you guys are going to watch the recording. And so I'm just going to go ahead and try to run through everything fast so that I can get to the end where I kind of want to show you guys how to break down your goals for this year, just to make it easier for you guys to set, to hit your goals. If when it comes to numbers, you really have to break it down. So I want to go over that towards the end. Okay, so hopefully you listen to this call. If you haven't, listen to it later this week. I just have it on my podcast app on my phone. I listen to it while I'm driving. And it's just better for me to listen to that instead of music. I mean, there's days where, of course, I listen to music, but there's nothing like getting it in whenever you can, especially for us to have kids. I can't sit here with Camilo, all over me trying to listen to a call. I can't take notes. The only thing about when you're driving and listening is that obviously you can't take notes. And there's nothing like listening to something and taking notes, because there's a study it's like when you go to school. You don't go to school and you just sit there and listen, right? You take notes, you study, you get tested on it. So there's nothing like actually writing down everything you're listening to. Chances are that there's a better chance of you actually soaking in that information and actually remembering it. So my biggest takeaways from today's call, from Melanie Mitro, she's the top coach from last year. 2 times in a row. So she was top coach in 2014 and in 2015. She's a mom of 2 little boys. She's from Mars, Pennsylvania. And so my biggest takeaways was basically I don't know this person. I don't know her in person, but from what I've seen her, I follow her on social media. I follow her on Instagram. This mom is the most consistent person I think I've ever seen on social media. She's already a millionaire. She's been doing this for 4 years, but sometimes you start to think when people, when coaches get so popular, or their team gets so big, they just slow down and they stop doing the workouts. People think that, but she doesn't. If you go through her Instagram or her Facebook, on Instagram, her name is just Melanie Mitro. She literally posts every single day, at 6 a.m., her workout picture and a little quote every single day. She is so consistent when it comes to her fitness, and that bleeds into her life and into her business. When you're disciplined in your fitness, it spills over into everything else. If you're disciplined in getting in your workout every single day, it helps her be disciplined in other areas of her life. And that's why she's at where she's at now. So every day, literally, she says that she gets up at 5 a.m. She doesn't even think about it. She just gets up, goes and works out, she just gets it out of the way. Don't even think about it. If she doesn't feel like it, of course, I'm sure there's days where she takes rest days or whatever, but I just love that about her, that she's so, and me as a coach, I'm not even a customer or someone that's as a coach, she inspires me, so I know she's inspiring a lot of people. And so sometimes I know that when we post stuff, we're oh, no one's liking, no one's watching. Okay, so now I just had this moment. Yesterday I went to Applebee's, and I had one of my husband's cousins. She just came down from Washington, and it took her a while to warm up because she just follows me on social media, and I've only seen her once. But technically, I guess we're related now. And she told me, she's I know I don't comment on your stuff and I don't like your stuff. I don't join your groups. I've never been one of your customers. She's but because of you, because of you being so vulnerable, she's you're always sharing your story. She's you're always jumping up and down in your workout videos. She's I lost 25 pounds. I inspired her to start making healthier choices, and she started working out, and she kept telling herself, oh, Jackie just became a mom. She's a mom. If she can do it, I can do it, because she doesn't have kids. And I was floored. It just reminded me that no matter what, sometimes we post every day because you should be posting every day on social media. we're thinking like, oh, people are getting annoyed, or, oh, people, no one's liking my stuff, or they, no one's supporting me. Sometimes we think that, but she told me straight up, she's like, I was like, what did she say? I think she said she was like lurking or whatever. She's like, from afar, she's like, you inspired me. She's like, I know I don't like your stuff, I don't comment on it. She's like, but because of you, she's like, I lost 25 pounds. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, it's crazy. And there's tons of people that just like to follow you, and they will never ever like your stuff. They will never ever join you. They will never comment you. But isn't it cool to think that as a coach, like, we're still helping people, like, we're still touching their lives, and we're still making an impact in their life. And I think that's what coaching is all about. It's not always just about the money, So basically, Melanie, my biggest takeaway was that every day she told herself that she was willing to do what others aren't willing to do now, so that in 2-3 years, she can have what other people don't have. And it's crazy because she far surpassed all of her goals. And till this day, she still wakes up every single day at the crack of dawn to get her workout in. She runs to her computer, gets her power hour in before her boys are up. And then, once they're up, it's time to be a mom. But she still does that till this day. And in 3 years, she's going to have a lot more than what she has now, but because she's disciplining herself now. And then she just talked about how everything is like second nature to her now. She's 150% committed. It's like, I'm like inspired by her because she's just so consistent with her fitness. Like, it's just like a no-brainer for her now. She doesn't think about her feelings, or I don't feel like working out or whatever. And it's just cool to see that she's like a top coach, but yet like fitness is still like one of her number one priorities. And so that helps her be disciplined in her business and in her life. And so she kind of talked about like the invite process. And I've talked about this statistic a lot, and you'll hear it across the board from like different entrepreneurs that train you in business. You'll hear it from Danny Johnson, Eric Worre, people like that. So in order for you guys to hit certain goals, or in order for you to help at least 1 to 2 people say yes, you need to invite at least 10 people. So for instance, you invite 10 people. Out of those 10 people, statistics say that 1 to 2 of them will say yes. So think about it. And we're going to talk about this at the end about Success Club and all that, how to break down, like, say if you want to hit Success Club 10, like, how do you break that down? Like, how do you actually hit Success Club 10? So then let's start talking about recruiting. So if you want to recruit 10 coaches in 1 month, if you want to build your business a little bit faster, 1 to 2 will actually fly. So what she means by that is that 1 to 2 will actually run with this business. So in 2015, this girl sponsored 366 coaches. Now that is freaking crazy. Like, that's a lot of freaking coaches. So she, on average, she was like recruiting like 20 to 25 new coaches. But the reason why coaches do that is because, you can't just like, sponsor one coach and then just expect that coach to run with this and to fly. Like, you need to, like she said, like statistics say, like if you bring on 10 new coaches, 1 to 2 of them will actually do something. So long-term thinking, if you want like a big organization that's actually producing, you need a lot of coaches. You need a big team, because only a few of them are actually going to be producing 90% of your income. Like my coach, Lindsay, she's not recruiting like she used to, but she's still making over 6 figures because her organization is large enough now that she only has a few people that are actually working the business like a business. And so she recruited obviously in the beginning a lot, but now she doesn't have to do that, because in the beginning she sponsored and she brought on a lot of people. And out of all those people, now she has some key players that, 4 years later, they're still here. So yeah, and then I already talked about that till this day, she still posts a workout selfie. So those are my biggest takeaways, but still, like, I always encourage you guys to listen to this call. You're always going to get a new nugget. You're always going to learn something new, because every coach that gets on this call, they have a different personality. We all learn different ways. So I just always encourage you guys to be listening to this call. Okay, so Cafe Latte is finally released. It was released today, and I'm so sad to say that I didn't get to try it yesterday at SuperSunday because I took my son and I ended up leaving. And then by the time I wanted to try it, they were already out of it. So, but I'm sure it tastes good. Everyone says that it tastes amazing. I'm actually going to change my HD order this month so I can get it next month. So if you want more helpful info on Shakeology and kind of where the coffee bean comes, because it's not even a coffee bean. I think if they say it's like a coffee fruit. So it's just really good. You guys don't have to know everything or all the facts about all of our products and stuff like that. But it's, if you think about it, you're a business owner, so you should know that. So I do encourage you to study what Shakeology is, what it has, how it can actually help you, how it actually helps people. So Shakeology actually has a really cool blog. Like if you look at it, like if you like reading, go on there. Like they have people that they take really cool pictures. So like they make reading the blog really fun. So they're constantly talking about like what the superfoods that are inside Shakeology, how it can actually help you long term, how it can help you prevent disease and stuff like that. And so, yeah, so you just go to Shakeology.com/blog. And then I have that picture of the trio box just in case you guys didn't know. They do have that now, which is kind of cool because that's like the perfect combo, like chocolate, vanilla, and coffee. So I don't know if they're going to make a different trio in the future, but for now, that's what they have. So it's either the big bag of cafe latte or the trio with the chocolate and the vanilla. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw this too, but I think they just came out with this, like I think for New Year's, they announced this. It's like a new recognition program. It's called the 365er. Carl Deichler talks about this because last year, I don't know if it was his first year, but he committed to 365 days of drinking Shakeology. And some might think, oh, that's easy. I drink it every day. But to be honest, I didn't drink it every day last year. Sometimes, like, we go on trips. Sometimes it's a little bit harder to get it in like on the weekends because you want to go out to breakfast with your family or whatever, and you just don't drink your shake. Or if you don't work out on the weekends, sometimes you don't drink your shake because a lot of people like to drink it after their workout. So realistically speaking, we tell people like, oh yeah, I drink it every day, but sometimes we just mean like Monday through Friday. So they have this new recognition program where if you've consistently bought Shakeology for 12 months, they're going to send you this, which is kind of cool. Like you can take a picture of it. Like us as coaches, like, I don't know, I love stuff like this. Like it's just like wear and share. You can take a picture with it. I love that the little spoon is gold. It just kind of, it's just Beachbody, recognizing you for consistently drinking Shakeology and, being on it every month. So here's what you need to know. So basically buy Shakeology every month for at least a year. Earn your place as a 365er in the healthiest year of my life. So then you receive your shaker cup and the golden spoon, and then you can just take a picture and hashtag golden spoon. So you'll see a bunch of coaches doing that. And so the cool thing is if you've already, I don't know if maybe Sarah, I think Sarah's been coaching the longest in Jazz too. But if you like, say for instance, like last year, if you were on Shakeology all of last year, like monthly, if you got it for 12 months in a row, you guys are going to get this cup and the golden spoon this month before February. They said that before February, everyone's going to receive this in the mail. If for some reason last year you already drank it 12 months in a row. Because I'm even thinking, like, I don't even know if in 2014, like, if that counts, because they make it sound like if in your whole coaching career, if there's been 12 consecutive months, you will get that. So I've been doing this for 3 years, so I'm pretty sure I'll get it. But just so that you guys know, it has to be 12 months consistently that you got Shakeology on HD, if you guys want to get that. And if you haven't, if you skipped a month or two last year, that's okay. This year, commit to it every single month that you're going to be on Shakeology HD and that you're not going to pay for it. So that means you need to be hitting Success Club so that you don't have to pay for your own Shakeology, because you shouldn't have to be paying for it. As long as you're helping people, that income can go towards your Shakeology. Okay, so hopefully you guys saw this. So they talked about this on the live surge. I think it was on January 5th. I think Carl Deichler announced that our 2017 Success Club trip is to Punta Cana. And hopefully by now you know that they have 2 waves. So basically, like the first 5 days, it's going to be like 3,000 coaches because there's just so many of us now. So they have to break up the trip into 2 like trips. They're both going to be exactly the same, but they have to break it up because they can't they can't find a place to host like 8,000 coaches. So basically they have, I think they named it like the Coral Wave and the Blue Wave or something like that. So basically like the first 5 days you can either sign up to go those certain dates, or then you can go the dates after that. So if you want more information on that, you can just go to successclubtrip2017.com. General registration for that starts on Tuesday, January 19th, 2016, 9 a.m. So basically what that means, if you don't get registered with your $300 deposit, you're going to have to put yourself on the wait list, which is fine, but I don't encourage you to do that because there's a few of us that are still on the wait list for this year's Success Club trip, which is for the cruise. So I earned my cruise already, but I'm still on the wait list. I'm praying to God that I get off, and I have faith that I will get off. But it sucks because I might not be able to go because I earned it, but I didn't sign up last January right away. I put it off. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Well, here I am a year later kind of regretting it because I earned my trip 9 months into the year, but I'm still on the wait list. So if you guys have never been on a trip like this, the $300 deposit is worth it. If you have to put it on a credit card, do it and work your ass off to pay it back. Because if you hit Success Club 5 every single month this year, you will earn this trip for free. You won't have to pay for anything. Just a $300 deposit. It's a security deposit. I mean, all hotels and vacation rentals and stuff like that, they have to have some sort of deposit, security deposit. So it's super worth it. It's a 5-star vacation that Beachbody gives you. It's for 5 nights, I think. And it's for you and another person. You can take your spouse, your cousin, your mom, whoever. Like, it's for 2 people. So it's, I don't know, it's like the best thing. Like, so work towards that. So I just put on there, want to come with us, commit to hitting Success Club 5 every single month. I don't know if you guys know, but for every point, every Success Club point you get $10, 10 Success Club dollars. So that's how you earn your trip. Does that make sense? So in the month of January, they're doing double cruise dollars. So for every point you get, instead of $10, you get $20. So that's how your trip is paid for. So if that's still a little bit confusing, you can go read all the FAQs, all the information they have about how to hit Success Club, deadlines and all that. Everything is listed on that website. So it's 3 challenge packs a month to hit Success Club. You'll be at Success Club 6 every single month this year for 12 months. And this trip, it's earned for. It's paid for. So that's exciting. Okay, so my Beachbody Super Sunday takeaways. It feels weird saying Super Sunday because it's always Super Saturday. But I think this year they changed it because Carl Deichler came out to Orange County. So they just kind of had to change the schedule, and so they hosted it on a Sunday. But basically, at the beginning, they just talked about cafe latte. I mean, we've all heard about that. They just made it official there. They announced 22-minute hard corps. It's going to be released next month. That's Tony Horton's new program. They talked about the Punta Cana trip, how to qualify for that, how to earn it. And then next month, we're going to have Team Cup, which, again, Beachbody, they know how the waves go, you know, in the business. And last year for me, January was a busy month, but people are still, like, there's like 2 groups of people. There's like a group of people that are like, yeah, New Year's resolution, I'm going to do everything. And then there's this other group of people where, like, they come into the new year and they still start off slow. Like, they want to get healthy, they want to get fit, but they still kind of sit back and they start watching everyone else. And so for me, actually, like, I was looking at my statistics from, like, my business last year, and January was a busy month, but February is really when it took off for me. Like, people still needed, like, the month of January to kind of get over the holidays, save up money again because they spent it all on gifts and stuff like that. So it gave that, people give themselves that month. So when February came, that's when people were, like, either getting gym memberships or they were looking for a coach. So that's why Beachbody is hosting a Team Cup next month, because they know that that's when sales and stuff like that start to go up. People start thinking about spring break and the summer, because, like, spring break is, like, less than 12 weeks away. So time flies. And so that's why they're having a Team Cup next month. So it encourages us as coaches to have, like, competitive, or just to be, like, friendly competition, I guess. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to be forming a Team Cup this month, and I think registration is at the end of the month. Don't quote me on that. And then they also talked about our new coach app that's going to be released on Monday, January 25th. I have the little flyer here. So basically, okay, so it says personalized prospecting videos. Choose from a library of professional prospecting videos that you can quickly add a personalization bar like you see here. So I guess you can kind of like personalize like the video. Number 2, add 30-second video message. Add your own video message at the end with your testimonial and an invitation to learn more. And then number 3, instantly share your videos. But, I mean, it says like, I guess it's like marketing videos, lead generation, skill development. So the only thing that I'm concerned about, I don't think I heard them talk about, because they were testing out last fall, like an actual challenge group app. So I don't know if this is what it is. Desiree, I think I missed a little bit about this. Did they talk about that yesterday? About this app? No, I don't think this is it, but this is released on January 25th. But I mean, we'll obviously learn more about it once it's actually released. Okay, so now I want to talk about how to reverse engineer your goals. Let me get my pen and paper. Okay, so basically, the first 2 goals are my goals, and then I just to make it easier, make $500 a month. It's just something that I posted up there because it's really easy for me to do the math. So when you think about, okay, I want you guys to make a vision board. I want you guys to set goals for this year. And so say your goal, for me, for instance, for example, my goal is to hit Success Club 10 every single month. Why Success Club 10? Because as an Emerald coach or a higher, when you hit Success Club 10, Beachbody gives you free customer leads. So, but they give you paid customer leads. So you can still get free customers if you hit Success Club 5, but they're free. Like, you don't get paid for it. There's no commission. So last year, there was actually a few months that I made close to $200 extra on top of my commissions because Beachbody gave me customers because I was hitting Success Club 10 every month. So if this month, if I hit Success Club 10 next month, Beachbody will give me anywhere from like 5 to 8 new customers paid. Like those are customers I didn't have to work for. Those are people that are online or ordering on the TV, and I will get like challenge pack commissions. And it's like, that's freaking cool. Like, I didn't have to work for that. And my job is to reach out to them and tell them, hey, like, I'm a coach, I'm your free coach. 90% of the time they don't respond to you, but it's pretty cool because my customer base doubled last year just because I was consistently hitting Success Club 10. And every week I was in my back office would show up, you have 2-3 new customers, and I was getting commission for that. And a lot of those customers, they come back and every month they're buying stuff. They're buying Shakeology, they're buying fitness equipment, and like we get commission for all of that. And Beachbody gave me those customers because I was hitting Success Club 10 every single month. So that's why my goal is Success Club 10. Okay, so in order to hit Success Club 10, you need to help 5 people get on a challenge pack. So realistically speaking, okay, so we have Success Club 10, 5 people, right? So that's 5 people times 2. So that equals 10. So where am I going to find 5 people? So let's go back to the statistic where for 1 in every 10 will say yes, right? So 5 times 10 equals 50. So in order for me to hit Success Club 10 successfully, I realistically need to tell myself I need to invite 50 people in 1 month so that I can hit Success Club 10. Some months I get to hit Success Club, I get to hit a higher number. And some months I don't hit it. But statistically speaking, 1 in every 10 will say yes. So if your goal is Success Club 5, okay, so let's just say that's 3 challenge packs. It just makes it easier to talk about challenge packs because that's 2 points. That'll put you at Success Club 6. But you need 3 people to hit Success Club 5. So you need to invite 30 people in 1 month. And that's not a lot of people. Like, if for most of you, you guys have been coaches for a few months now, I believe in you and I know that you guys can do that. Okay, so now let's break that down. So for me, I have to invite 50 people in 1 month. In the month of January, we have, let's see, in the month of January, we have 31 days. So let's do 50 people that I invite divided by 31. That's if I'm working every day. So I need to invite on average 2 people a day. That's realistic. Like I can do that. 2 people a day. Like if I'm reaching out to 5 new people every day, I can invite 2 people a day. So that's why I want you guys to, like, if you set a big goal, like I know sometimes it's confusing and you're like, how do I even hit this? You have to break it down, and then you have to match your activity with the level of your goal. So for me, okay, so Success Club 10, so that's 5 people. So then I times that, or no, yeah, so that's 5 people. So I have to invite 50 people. So if I divide that by every single day in the month, then I on average, I have to invite 2 people a day. So say I don't want to work every day this month. Say I don't work on the weekends. So Monday through Friday. So that'll be 5, 10, 15, that'll be 20 days. Okay, so let's do 50 invites that I need to do. 50 invites divided by 20 days. 20 days that I want to work. On average, I have to invite 3 people a day. And that is so doable. And this is why coaches that hit Success Club every month, this is how they hit Success Club. Because they're breaking down their big goals into smaller daily goals that actually seem achievable. You know, because sometimes, you know, I could sit here and tell you invite 50 people a month, and as a new coach, you might think like, oh, that's a lot of people. Like, where am I going to find 50 people? But if you break it down into even a weekly goal and then a daily goal, because if I'm inviting 50 people a month, and then I said 20 days, so that's on average 3 people. So 3 times 5, which is 5 days in a week that I would work my Beachbody business, that's 15 people. So if I'm actively adding people to my Instagram and on my Facebook, that's very doable. And that's why I was able to hit Success Club 10 every single month. And so I've been able to do this, and this is what I did last year. So if you do what I'm telling you, you'll hit Success Club 10 or higher every single month. So if last year you were hitting on average, you know, Success Club 5, I encourage you to shoot higher this year and tell yourself you're going to hit Success Club 10 every month, because I just told you what I do, what I did every month last year. And I was able to hit Success Club 10 or higher every single month last year. And that increased my income from the previous year in 2014. Okay, so if I want to recruit 5 new coaches a month, it's the same concept. I need to put the business opportunity webinar in front of 50 people. Okay, so then that's 5 coaches that I want to bring on in 1 month. So then I need to invite 50 people. So it's the same thing. I mean, it goes down, I would have to be presenting the business to 3 people. So in order for me to hit Success Club 10 every month and recruit 5 new coaches in 1 month, every day I need to invite 3 new people and put the business in front of 3 people. So that's 6 people a day. So for me that I want to grow faster, and I have bigger goals, and I want to grow like a large organization, it's not scary anymore for me to think of 6 people a day. So I hope that helps. Okay, so I had someone tell me, someone newer on our team tell us, you know, I want to make $500 a month. Well, in the beginning as a new coach, the fastest way that you're going to make money is by commissions. Okay, so if you want to make $500 a month, think about it. The 21-day fixed challenge pack, when it's not on sale, it's a $50 commission. So if you sell 10 challenge packs that are $50 commission, just for instance, the 21-day fix, that's $500. So that's a no-brainer. So like you can scale that, because sometimes you're like, okay, well, I want to make an extra $500 a month, but how do I do that? Where do I go from there? Well, then you break it down, and then you start to think about challenge packs. Okay, so then now you have a number that you can work with. So 10 challenge packs in 1 month, right? So then you break that down even further. So if 1 month has 4 weeks, okay, so 10 challenge packs divided by 4. So on average, you need to help 2 to 3 people get on a challenge pack every week. and every week has 7 days. So if you're consistently working and inviting people, that's very doable. You guys can make an extra if you're not already making $500 a month, that's very doable. If you're matching your activity level with your income goal. So I just told you, okay, so $500. So that's 10 people on a challenge pack with a $50 commission or higher. I mean, someone could come out of nowhere and be like, oh, I want the Focus T25 challenge pack, and I think it's a $60 or $70 commission. So then it's your job to find out what your commission is based on what challenge pack someone wants to get on. In the back office, there's a catalog that tells you all the prices of the challenge packs, all the prices of all of our product line, and it tells you what your commission would be. It's in the back office. You have to look for it. So that's 10 people in 1 month. So that's on average 2 to 3 challenge packs a week. So again, what am I going to do to help someone get on a challenge pack? So if on average I need to sell 3 challenge packs, I need to invite 30 people a week. Break that down by 5, that's 6 people every day. So for me, I feel like it's easy. Like when I break it down, if you're not a numbers person, you definitely have to write it down. And please message me. Like I've already talked to a few of you individually, talking about your goals. And I don't want this to be rocket science for you. Like my goal is to help you guys. Like I try my best to give you all of my knowledge, all of the videos, like all the information is out there. But I don't want this to be complicated. It's not complicated. It's a very, very simple business, but it's very easy not to do. Okay, because the activities that we're supposed to be doing every day, we overthink it, we overcomplicate it, we let fear set in. We want to wait until, that's another thing too that Melanie Mitchell talked about today, that there's coaches, and that's who I used to be. And I don't want that for you guys. I used to be that person where like I was, what's that word? An information collector. I was like, oh, I love this training. Like I was obsessed with like videos and like, oh, this training and like, oh my gosh, all the notes, and I'm going to listen to all the calls. Yes, that's important, but it's really important to actually go and apply what you're learning. Because for a long time I was like, I need to know everything. Let me soak it all in. Let me soak it all in. And then for like a whole year, I didn't do nothing. Like my business did not grow. This was the year before last year in 2014. I was already pregnant. But I don't want that for you guys, because I was very stagnant for a whole year. I did not see growth because I was like, I need to learn. I need to read all these books. I need to listen to all these calls. And I was just sitting there soaking it all in, but then I was just collecting information. So learn something new, go and apply it. Don't be afraid. I'm going to tell you, you're going to fail. You're going to feel dumb. There's going to be days where you feel stupid. There's going to be days where people call you out and you're going to feel inferior and you're going to feel belittled. But that's just a reality. You're building a business and you're in the business of helping people. And there's people out there they're haters. And you just kind of have to get over that and you need to brush it off. Think about why you're doing this. If at the end of the night, there's something heavy on your heart. Say, for instance, you're having trouble with your finances. What's more important to you? Like your family and getting out of debt and your finances and your health, or that one thing that person told you, or that one person that's going to see your post if you post about your challenge groups or your coaching? No, like you just need to get out of your own head. And do not let fear take over your life, because if you let fear take over your life, you're gonna live a mediocre life and you're gonna stay stagnant in your business and you're not gonna see any growth. And then later you're gonna come to me, you're gonna tell me that you want to quit because this doesn't work. And this business works. The people that tell you that this business does not work, they didn't work. There's thousands and thousands of coaches that have made this work. They are full-on success stories with the weight loss and fitness and the business. So when someone tells you this doesn't work, you need to brush it off and be like, you don't have the results to tell me that. Because there's been plenty of people after 8 years that have gone off and been very successful in their health and fitness. They have still kept the weight loss off. Like for me, I lost 40 pounds and I haven't gained them back, because what I'm doing is what works. Like their fitness and Shakeology, it works. Same thing with the business. There's coaches that were doctors and lawyers and all that stuff, and they haven't gone back to their profession because they work this as a business, and it still works. So I know I kind of went through that really fast, but again, if you have questions, please, I want to work with you guys. Like, I'm willing to get on calls with you, Zooms. If we want to talk through text or message, talk to me about your goals, message me. Like, if you want to do coffee, whatever, like, let's get together and talk about your goals. And if you still feel like you need more help and you need me in person or something, like breaking down your goals, like, that's what I'm here for. But I can't be always reaching out to you guys. So as your leader and your mentor, like, you need to come to me if you need help. I can't always be, I don't want to bug you guys. So that's pretty much what I have for today. Hopefully that was helpful. And that's pretty much it. All right, guys, have a good night. I'm trying to stop the recording and it's not letting me.